Saul Canelo Alvarez vs Terence "Bud" Crawford is set to ignite Las Vegas and captivate the sporting world. On paper, it appears to be an almost impossible challenge for Crawford. However, behind the scenes, a different story is unfolding. Boxing's sharpest minds, like Stephen A. Smith, have begun to analyze and highlight a critical flaw in Canelo's defense. They believe a strategic vulnerability has been revealed and that Crawford is not only capable of exploiting it but was perhaps meant to do so. Canelo Alvarez has dominated the super middleweight division, not just as a champion but as an undisputed king who has dismantled every challenger in his path. His power is legendary, capable of flipping a fight with a single perfectly timed shot. He has faced bigger men, absorbing their best punches only to retaliate with overwhelming force. His mastery of calculated pressure, cornering opponents, and unleashing brutal combinations has left a trail of world-class fighters in his wake. For Crawford, this challenge isn't just about moving up in weight, it's about entering the den of a lion bigger, stronger, and battle-hardened. Yet, whispers circulate within the boxing community about a hidden vulnerability and unseen crack in Canelo's armor that no one has yet been able to open.
It's all about staying on the horse. And I asked him, how can you do that? And he said, everything I do in boxing is upper body, and everything I do on the horse is lower body. And on that basis, I am the one who theorizes that the reason you can't knock him down is not because of his chin, it's because of his legs.
His base.
You can't get him off balance.
Stephen A. Smith predicts a clear victory for Crawford, but not by knockout. He insists he doesn't believe anyone can knock out Canelo. Over the years, Smith has pointed to what he calls Canelo's one weakness, his surprising flat-footedness. Canelo plants his feet to generate his earth-shattering power, making him a stationary target. Smith criticizes this approach, arguing that relying too much on landing powerful shots may be ineffective against a skilled technician like Crawford. He acknowledges the risks, recalling concerns from Gervonta Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, who warned that Crawford could face serious trouble if he engages too aggressively with the much bigger, stronger Canelo. But Smith dismisses these fears, trusting Crawford's boxing ability. He believes Crawford's ability to switch stances, his relentless jab, and his excellent footwork will be crucial. Smith contends that, when paired with Crawford's superior speed, these strengths will allow him to score points and retreat before Canelo can counter effectively. In his view, the blueprint is simple: stay on the move, outbox the power puncher, and win a clear decision, though executing this strategy requires a masterful performance.
You got a love for boxing.
Yes. Love boxing.
Who gonna win the fight, man? That's coming up, the biggest
Crawford.
fight in boxing.
Crawford.
Huh?
Crawford. I'm not hesitating. Crawford. I'm not even hesitating. Crawford.
You gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo. You can outpoint him.
That's right.
And when I think about Canelo, one of the things that I don't like about Canelo, despite his greatness, and a neck as wide as Broadway for crying out loud.
Right.
The thing that I don't like about Canelo is that it's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yes.
And that's not beating Crawford. I will confess, I think Gervonta Davis's trainer, Cal, I think he said this. He said, Crawford could find himself in trouble, and I'm not sure it was him, but I think it was him. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble if he decides to engage with Canelo, because Canelo is the naturally bigger, strong fighter. And I don't care that Crawford's gotten bigger, and I don't care that Crawford's gonna go in there just as big as Canelo. Canelo is accustomed to fighting at the weight, and Crawford is not. And Canelo is a genius in this regard. You don't see him show up for fights not ready. He's always
prepared.
He's always ready. He's always prepared. So I think he's the slower fighter, though. And I think that Crawford is brilliant as a boxer. And I think that between switching to conventional and southpaw, using his jab and movement, I think that Crawford is going to outpoint Canelo because he's faster.
If Stephen A. Smith provides the blueprint, former pound-for-pound king Andre Ward offers a stark warning about the man who might execute it. Ward, undefeated in his career and deeply familiar with the champion's mindset, sees Crawford as more than just a skilled boxer, he's a predator, one of the greatest finishers in boxing history. Ward speaks of Crawford's killer instinct, the rare ability to recognize when an opponent is hurt and to go for the kill with relentless intensity. He warns Canelo that this fight is different. It's not just about winning rounds, it's about surviving a storm. Ward believes Crawford's power, even at a higher weight, is underestimated. Many expect Crawford to win by decision, but Ward's warning suggests something more ominous. If Crawford finds an opening, he won't just outpoint Canelo, he could overwhelm him. Coming from a respected analyst, this isn't mere commentary, it's a serious, chilling warning.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I am not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Who's the most skilled fighter today?
Bud is definitely one of them, for sure. Tyke Shakur, Devin, Boots,
my favorite.
It's a lot of them, and they skillful in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, I can bet the house on is Bud. Because me and him, we so much alike in our mentality. Soon as I see this dude, he come in the room or I come in the room, we start arguing. About basketball, wrestling, anything, bro. You can't, man, you looking smart. What you mean? Oh, you looking smart? You gotta really hurt that dude to turn him away and to try to stop him from doing what he want to do. So skillful, yes. But this and this, it's different, man. There's not a lot of guys like that out there currently. There's a lot of guys that talk it. But until you get in that real fire, I'm not saying you fighting a guy you should beat. I'm saying a guy that it's a 50-50 matchup. We don't really know what you have. You don't even really know what you have.
The boxing world remains deeply divided. On one side, veteran analysts like Gabe Rosado support Canelo, emphasizing the immense pressure of fight week, something Crawford has never faced at this level. The spotlight, media attention, and high expectations can mentally drain fighters before they even step into the ring. Rosado believes Canelo's extensive experience in handling these pressures, combined with his natural size advantage, will give him the edge over Crawford.
So I don't see how Crawford could hurt Canelo. Because Canelo's been in there with Kovalev. He's been in there with Bivol. You know what I'm saying? He's been in there with big punchers. You know what I'm saying? So it's how can a guy that's really a 47-pounder, even though he's up in weight, I don't see how he can hurt Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It just feels completely, because your body is different to absorbing a bigger blow. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's when I spar the guys in the lower weight classes and they hit me, bro, it's no disrespect, but it just feels like you get hit with a pillow. It's just different. It could be a murderous puncher at 147, but if I'm walking around 185 and I'm a solid guy and I'm used to fighting guys, with a different kind of power, and I spar a guy that's a welterweight, it feels like a pillow.
On the other hand, the case for skill is compelling too. Timothy Bradley Jr., a fighter who knows about defying the odds.
On the other hand, the case for Crawford's skill is equally compelling. Timothy Bradley Jr., a fighter well-versed in defying the odds, confidently predicts that Crawford will defeat Canelo, possibly even impressively. Bradley likens it to legendary upsets where smaller, highly skilled fighters topple larger champions. This isn't just a fight, it's a philosophical debate unfolding in real time, with experts split and tensions rising. The unpredictability makes this matchup all the more electrifying.
What's good? I'm back again, the biggest hater in the sport of boxing. Yo, real quick, just got done. I woke up 3 a.m. I don't know, someone told me to study Canelo, study Crawford. Crawford about to beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. I'm letting y'all know right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo Alvarez.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
Intrigue deepens with whispers from behind closed gym doors. Legendary trainer Teddy Atlas has raised an unsettling concern. Could Canelo's relentless work ethic actually be a liability? Atlas has speculated that Canelo might be overtraining, potentially leaving his best performance in the gym. Many great champions have faced similar issues, pushing their bodies to the limit in training, only to appear flat on fight night. This theory adds an extra layer of uncertainty to Canelo's preparation.
How is Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
But weight classes,
he's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. He's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6. If you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have. And to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. When a guy has that ingredient, and very, very few have, I can't count him out in anything.
This story, I said it before, but I'm going to say it again. I was in the gym. I want to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something. And he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the shin. Boom! Dude, wobbling all around the ring. I'm like, what the God is this dude this strong? But it's like, honestly, Bud is very strong. A lot of people don't realize how strong he is as a fighter. And his punching power could carry through the weight classes.
Ultimately, this fight is more